Hello and welcome to Popcorn and Plot Holes.
Like you were not sure what you were doing, were you?
I think I
You
was
trying to sound like a robot for a second,
Welcome.
and then it devolved further.
I don't know.
That's my favorite
it went
intro
south
so
real
far.
fast. This is Re-Education Month, where we go back and watch movies you either watched and don't remember, or that's it. That's the reason.
Or haven't
Haven't
watched,
watched
it at
Shame
all.
on you. And
I
shame
mean,
on you. Yeah.
fine, whatever. Watch this movie. The movie is the 1999. I don't know. Should we like Lawrence Fishburne vehicle?
Lawrence Fishburne vehicle, yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
The Matrix.
The only one who wasn't called back for the first movie.
This movie was so good that it was a vehicle for all those involved, except for the
That is
actor who
also
played
true.
Tank, who went crazy.
Yeah, I
Marcus Chong.
Oh,
think
and
things
Cypher.
didn't go
who
well
died.
for
No,
him.
but the actor Joey Pants was like,
Joe, what?
Joey Pants. Joe Pantoliano.
Joey Pants? Is that his
yeah, everybody
nickname?
knows Joey
Okay.
Pants.
No, but what we're saying is like not Tank. Tank the character went crazy.
No,
but
Tank the
also
actor.
Marcus Chong, the actor who played Tank, he
Two
Went
went crazy.
crazy.
Oh, really? I didn't know about
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll get into it. With me as always.
Hey,
How do you feel about your first time being on a podcast?
is that what this is?
Who
that.
knows?
Yeah. It's an intervention as
Well,
well.
it's about damn time because I got
Spencer.
problems.
When you say you watch a movie but you don't watch it, it hurts my feelings.
Spencer. We cry because we care, Spencer.
I watched this movie many times, just not this week.
Sure you did. Don't start with me.
Yeah,
Luciano is here as well.
I am. I'm happy to be here because I'm talking about one of my favorite movies of all
Yeah,
time.
you picked it. Of course, you're happy to be here. This is the one
Well,
time that,
that
you do
helps.
anything.
That helps.
And Chris, you're
Hello.
along for the ride too.
I am. Indeedly.
Great. Let's dive into it. We're going to start with something positive, just in case everybody else hates Luciano's dumb choice for a movie. Luciano, why don't you go first? This is your choice.
Oh fuck! What do I pick? I
One
think
thing,
I'd
come
have
on
to.
now.
I'd have to go. I mean, I can pick basically anything about this movie. If I had to, gun to my head, had to pick one thing, it would likely be the lobby scene. I fucking love that scene. Every time I watch this movie, I rewind and watch the scene a couple of times.
This is the first time I watched the lobby scene of like 20 times where I'm just like, man, those columns aren't really made of anything, are they?
No, it's styrofoam.
yeah. Like I
Yeah.
respect the shotguns blowing through them, but just like any gun shot at anything is blowing
It's
off chunks.
fan fucking
that is
tastic.
clearly
A 50 cal round. Yeah.
clearly someone went, oh, then we're gonna shoot with shotguns, and part of it will fall. And then the Wachowskis went, how about for every shot?
Yeah, exactly.
It's glorious though. I love that scene.
Yeah, it really makes you miss like
All right.
squibs. It's just like, damn, man, squibs just look so much better, and they just make it feel like it's so much more intense.
Well, it's such a contrast to like Dread, which
Yeah.
didn't have squibs, just had like slightly too bright blood.
Yeah,
And it's just like it helped because of how gory it was, but it doesn't look the
it's
same.
just like a feeling that comes with
Yeah.
squibs, where you're just like it's just like, oh fuck, like that shit is getting blown to shit. It makes the guns feel so powerful
Yeah.
and everything, and everything in
Yeah,
digitized
exactly.
like digitized bullets and stuff. It just feels like it's like a wet fart.
Yeah.
Speaking of other things you like, Spencer, what did you like about this
Well,
movie?
I just have to preface by saying that this movie is, we're all people born of a certain age. Anyone born around our time,
You're literally like what, 6?
doesn't
9
matter. We're
years
close
younger
enough.
than
I
us?
tried to
10.
glaze
10.
over that, Matt. Luciano's like,
I
I
won't
saw
let
this
you.
when I was 19. I'm like, yes, I too was
You're not
19
one of
when I
us.
I saw this movie in theaters when I was 9 years old, and it blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, it would. You
Like
would.
literally, like when I went to the theater, I was like, I knew nothing, literally nothing. My brother was like, "This is rated R," which I still think is a weak R, but it's like he's like, it's
That's
rated
fair.
R. You might be confused, but just watch it. And I was like, okay. And I went into it,
You might be confused and
And
slightly
I remember
intrigued.
watching the opening scene and seeing Trinity just kill all these police officers, and I literally said, "Oh, I guess she's the bad guy," because I was a kid and I saw someone just murdering cops. So, anyways, changed my life. I remember pretending to do the Neo like dodging bullets in the parking lot, leaving the theater. So this is like a
Falling down, hitting your head. I did that.
that explains
I
a lot.
wasn't 9 though. I wasn't 9 though.
But yeah, like top 3 movies for me. So yeah, like things I liked. I'll pick one thing. Fucking, I'll just say the vibe. It's fucking perfect.
Fair.
Cool. That's not a large thing at all.
It doesn't
Chris.
have to be.
I didn't ask for your opinion. I just wanted to move on to Chris.
I'm just giving it to you.
No, Chris. Please
All right.
interject.
Yeah.
Luciano's fight
Um,
Matt.
For me, for me, it's the train platform fight scene just after, like, when Neo makes his stand, and then like Smith knocks him down. He gets up, and then when Neo like assumes his fighting stance, and like the dust comes off of him, I was just like, holy shit! Like, Neo's about his business. Like, his shit is so tight. Dust from like getting fucked up is coming. The dust wants to get out of his way, and I was just like,
The dust
damn.
wants
He's
to
like,
get out of his
"Huh!"
way.
And I was like,
That stance is so fucking
I think-
cheesy though. And he goes,
yeah.
"Huh!" It's like, what the?
Yeah, it's
No,
not
it's
even
too
it's not
cool.
even Dragon
Too cool.
Ball Z worthy, but it, like, the dust is what made it for me. The dust makes up for the stance.
Yeah.
Does that make
It's
sense?
like it's an aborted move. He's thinking of doing something and he stops
like,
midway.
I'm gonna go crane. No, I
Maybe
too
no,
far.
no, I'm just gonna stay here. Yeah.
Just close my fist and then
Yeah.
make eye
It's like-
contact.
Live action anime. And I'd never seen anime when I saw this, but now it's like, now I know why I like anime.
Yeah.
Because this movie like introduced me
Yeah,
to
yeah,
this.
that makes sense. The little jaunt off the wall that Trinity does in the first scene is totally anime. Completely useless.
Yep.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Fuck yeah.
And the
Rule of cool is like all over this fucking movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's
To
basically the
perfection,
plot of this
too.
movie, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
How about you,
Trinity
Matt?
escaping. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What do you like?
Yeah, no. Fucking Hugo Weaving. man.
Fantastic.
He's
Yeah.
so goddamn good.
He's having so much fun in this movie. too.
He sells this movie in a way that maybe only Lawrence Fishburne is selling.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we all love Keanu Reeves. He just acts.
To me, quite honestly, the weakest part of this movie.
Well, that's
Keanu
it, right?
Reeves.
He's just being Keanu Reeves, and Carrie
Yeah.
Moss is fine.
But he's
just being
perfect,
Keanu
like
Reeves.
as like a guy who's just confused.
I'm not complaining about him, and Carrie Ann Moss is, I mean, the Wachowskis obviously probably had a better eye for some of the stuff than an average person, but it's still she's just playing a love interest, a slightly larger love interest, so she doesn't get a lot to work with necessarily.
Yeah.
But fucking Hugo Weaving is just like scene chewing. This is the epitome of scene chewing. He is chewing through every piece of dialogue, everything that happens all the time, and it's just like it's chef's kiss.
Yeah, when I knew you were going to ask the question of what I liked best, and I was torn between the lobby scene and you humans are a plague,
A
virus. You are a disease, and we are the cure.
And he's slowly
It's like
going unhinged as he's saying it. It's like, oh, this guy's a
Yeah.
little off. He's-
It's the smell.
yeah, yeah.
Permeates everything. It's
I
so
must leave this place.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like me on this podcast.
You have
I
the
must
key.
leave this
Yeah.
place. You are a virus. It's the smell.
You're a cancer of this planet.
I'm like in a zoo.
Yeah, no, he's great
Yeah.
at it. I agree.
One of the best things. So let's okay. We I think we like this movie.
Maybe.
So that's hard
we'll
to
see at
say.
the end. We'll see at the end.
No spoilers. So let's talk. Because this is a tentpole iconic movie in cinema, and all you children, Spencer's age that didn't watch a fucking rated R movie at 9 years old and get their first hard on in a movie theater.
Wasn't the first. Certainly wasn't the last.
Oh god, gross. But like the biggest thing that got ripped off from The Matrix, unfortunately, was slow motion and action scenes.
Oh yeah.
And it like it's funny because The Matrix had a very explicit reason why this could happen, right? They basically said their characters are superheroes and they can move in slow motion because they're that powerful. But
Yeah.
every other action film was just like, let's
Looks
just-
cool. Let's do it
looks
too.
cool as
Stop
shit.
shitting on Swordfish right now.
Oh my god, that's true.
Well, this is my,
Shut
this is
your
my
mouth.
question. What do you think the worst application of slow motion action, or the best if you have a better one? I don't know. Like from the Matrix that you saw was,
I can see where this is
Oh.
going.
because my worst is fucking Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The first one?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had slow motion, and it's like this literally makes no sense.
No sense. Yeah.
At
It's
all.
funny because it's like one of those movies too, where every time they would replicate it, it would be done way worse. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like they got all the wrong lessons out of the out of the movie. Like, oh, slow mo, not all the
And
other
it's
good
fu-
shit. It's the slow mo people want.
Yeah. And it's funny because they had to, there was some contractual thing that they had to use bullet time a number of times in the movie or
Smart
something
call.
like that. And you would
That's not a
think
bad
that
idea.
that would make it forced, but no, like it works really well in this movie. And then everybody else who didn't have a set number of times they had to use it, they're like, just, he's taking a shit, just put it in slow mo,
Yep.
it would be cool. Like, what?
Yeah, my
Like-
pick. I'm sticking with Swordfish. The bomb that goes. It's literally the opening scene of the movie, and they do like a. If you remember, they're wearing like a ball bearing vest or something, and it blows up, and then it's like a
Yep.
big long 360-degree camera, slow mo, the exact same style.
Oh, no,
Yep.
yeah,
And,
yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, it was that movie. That movie's fucking trip too. We should do that movie in the future. He's like, it's like all coding, but all the computer stuff's wrong.
No, it's the epitome of the movie is when he gets a blowjob while trying to.
Wait,
I was
Don't you guys-
about to say,
doesn't that happen to you guys when you're coding?
Wolverine is trying to hack into the FBI using 9 monitors while getting a blowjob.
Yes, I can feel the
Like,
cocaine from the screen emanating from the screen. It's like there's someone writing that script.
just blows
Yeah,
cocaine in
just
your
like-
face
Yeah.
right when the
Yeah.
movie starts.
Wait, we're not talking about Swordfish.
I don't know which way I don't know how far I can blame like copying the Matrix on all the slow mo that Zack Snyder did, for example, like 300
I don't think it happens
Yeah.
without the Matrix.
didn't really need.
Chris,
Yeah.
you're muted.
Like I don't.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is
All the
embarrassing because
time.
we're on.
That's why
video.
this has been going
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah.
No, but like so, a different question. I want to, because this is an iconic movie. What do you think the most prophetic part of this movie is? It was 1999. It was 20. Let's call it 25 years ago at this point, right? 25 years ago. What's the most prophetic thing that happened in this movie? Spencer is raising his hand, so I have to acknowledge him.
Thank you. Pick me.
Pick me, teach, pick me.
I'm not going to get into all the tech stuff because you guys are more techie than I, so I'll let you guys handle that. But I will say the line where they say we chose 1999 because it was the peak of humanity, and at the time we were like, "What? No way! Like we're only getting better from here." Boy, were we wrong! This movie knew it. It's like 2000's coming, and so is fucking the shit is going down. So.
Everything's
it's
been
it
worse
was
from
like
here on out.
9/11 happened and then just snowballed. Now look at us. We have.
Thank you for not saying plane crashes after 9/11. Yeah, it's a real
Yeah.
pro move.
I didn't say it. I
He implied
I
it.
said snowball or something. Anyways, yeah, that was that was my predict. That was my what stood out to me as being like, wow, how did they know?
Yeah. Okay. Luciano or Chris, do you have anything you saw?
I think okay, you can go.
Yeah, okay. I think the most prophetic thing is, obviously in a metaphorical way compared to the movie, but how computers took over us. It's like that now the machine, like in the movie, the machines are doing. It's a terrible idea, by the way. Humans would be terrible sources of energy, but they're using
about
humans
that.
for energy.
It's fine.
but in a way, they're taking over our minds, and like everybody has a fucking phone now and has their fucking faces buried into it for forever.
Crossing the street.
It's
when-
it's
through
it's
traffic.
somewhat it's a metaphor, like I said, but I think that's in that sense that was very prophetic. That
Okay.
most of the population of the world would be more concerned about what happens in the little tiny screen than what
You're
happens
talking about the metaverse, right?
also that.
every day.
Yeah, we're plugged in.
Chris?
Too plugged in. Oh, it's my dial-up. Oh,
Jesus
AOL. I guess I need to pay that bill. The hairs were standing on the back of my neck when I forgot that the Matrix like deals specifically. Like as soon as they said, and that when humanity marveled in its genius when we birthed
AI?
and I was
AI.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh. I was like,
Okay.
True. Yeah.
And then
True. Yeah.
Talk about a
and I was like,
whoopsie. Did I do that?
I mean, the only
yeah.
The first architect's name was ChatGPT.
Vis-a-vis.
the one saving grace is the AI we currently have could never the Matrix.
Not yet. We're just
No.
starting, baby.
The only thing that the current AI would do exactly the same as the machines is picking humans as a power source.
That's fair. ChatGPT, I don't seem to have any batteries in my house. How can I turn on my lamp? Why don't you plug a human into
Plug
it?
it
Plug
into your
yourself into
ass.
the wall,
Yeah.
into the outlet. Yeah.
You say, so is that why GPT's been telling me to go fuck myself?
Yeah.
Listen.
You want
If,
power?
Ge-
Go fuck yourself.
if Gemini can suggest using glue to make sure cheese sticks to pizza,
Yeah. I'll tell you, my computer
not-
is running on my ass right now.
Gemini is the dumb architect that could go very
Yeah.
poorly. Okay, no, I think we've nailed it. AI and also humanity and also just life. Great, no problems whatsoever.
you don't have one?
No, I was going to use AI. Chris stole it from me.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, low hanging fruit there.
Yes.
Moving on.
Wow.
Insulted Chris and himself at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all
That's
about
pro
quantity.
podcasting,
I don't
you
care
know?
He stabbed
who-
through
I just
himself
want
to stab
numbers.
Chris.
You know, it's like,
That's right. This is gonna hurt you a little bit less than it hurts me.
There's a character in Samurai Showdown that does that actually as a move
Cool,
oh,
man.
wow.
on the fighting.
Stop it.
And everybody
Cool
in the
story,
bus
bro.
clapped. Yeah.
This is my birthday best.
Listen, I think we might just ask a different question so we can get off what Luciano did to us there.
Can't be undone.
So,
You're welcome.
like, no, it's fine. What, like, I'd be surprised if people, that many people haven't seen this movie. But what would you want to say to someone who's watching this for the first time in 2024?
and they don't know anything about it.
They've never seen it. They know just a little bit about it. Like a friend would like passingly say, "Oh, the Matrix is cool, man. It's about like AI taking over and making us batteries or something." That's all they get, right? It's like a high level one line synopsis.
What would we tell
What
our
would I-
grandparents? My grandparents have never seen this movie, or let alone like a lot, like hundreds of movies. Oh my
Just
God.
so we're clear, Chris, that wasn't the question I asked.
I
The
know.
question
I'm
was,
listening to you. I'm listening to you.
I don't think
Okay.
you are,
It
sir.
also made me think of that. I am.
it feels like you're just asking your own questions and ignoring mine.
Like I hear you.
My
I hear you.
podcast show
But
now.
why if the question was this other thing?
So the
You're
two,
not-
Spencer and Luciano, you answer if you haven't seen this movie before. Chris, you can feel free to. How would you tell your
So-
grandparents? That's cool
That's
by
right.
me.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I think my grandpa would.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone has never seen this movie before, I would say, don't like look into anything. Like just see it as blind as
Yeah.
possible. And I mean, man, it's like I think this is one of the rare movies where if you just put anyone in front of it from the beginning, they're gonna get hooked, and they're gonna like it. It's, I don't have to sell them on it. It stands on its own merits.
That's what I was gonna say. If I were to say, like, find out someone who has never seen this movie and they were watching it the first time the first time in their lives, I would say, I fucking envy you of the experience you're gonna have watching this the first time. Because I remember the first time I watched it. So I would just say, honestly, I would just say, just enjoy the ride because it's gonna be great.
You guys really.
Oh no, sorry. I
fucked
would have
me on my
said you
question
have
here.
to watch Matrix Revolution first. It's
Oh
mandatory.
my god!
Please,
Who
please
needs
watch these
enemies?
in
Who
reverse
needs
order.
enemies
Yeah,
with
you
a
have
friend
to
like
watch it in
that?
reverse order. That
That was
canonically, that's the way to watch it.
So it has to be 4, 3, 2, and
Yeah,
a Matrix, and then 1.
Perfect. Chris, what about your grandparents?
I've been marinating on that. I was like, because they won't even watch they wouldn't even watch Walker Texas Ranger back in the day. So, anyways,
Damn.
yeah. So they'd be like, they'd be like, this reeks of the devil.
Oh
my
wow!
And then I'm like, but it's an adventure, and it's about the power and spirit of humanity, never refusing to give in. And they were like, "Nah, I'm gonna watch Morris Cirillo instead." And then I'd be like,
Chris, who would you
Morris
tell them?
Cirillo.
I think you.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
skipping
so
that. I
much.
don't want to get into it. No, but Chris, I think you can sell this to them because this is just a Jesus allegory. Neo is
Oh,
Jesus,
100%.
"Oh
100%.
yes,
right?
Gran, would you like to see the life and times of one Jesus H. Christ rising above sin and thwarting the devil?" And
Yeah.
then she'd be like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Wait a minute, this first act is nothing like Genesis." And I'm like, "Isn't it, Sega?"
It would be,
Okay.
the life of
points.
Jesus H. Christ
Damn.
if his name was Thomas A. Anderson.
Cypher is
Yeah.
Judas.
Well, more. Yeah. Morpheus is Moses.
What? Wait.
They both have M's. That's how it works, right?
Okay.
Oh my
Ten
god.
Commandments.
So Cypher is Caesar? Is that what's happening
No,
here?
Use Judas.
Oh, he's
He's
Judas.
Judas.
Wait, that doesn't
Yeah.
track?
Yeah,
The
Judas.
agents
and
are
and
Aries.
betrayed.
What?
Are you saying Aries?
But is Judas not the person
yeah.
that gave up Jesus?
100%.
That one's
Yeah,
good.
so that one's fine. I don't know why
But
you're.
you said it has to be M for Morpheus
Oh
and M
no,
for
that
Moses.
was that's called a joke. Ha
So
ha.
based on
Oh,
that,
I
then
see.
how would I sell Mouse to
Mouse-
my
Mouse is
grandparents? I'd be like,
John
and
the
Mouse,
Baptist.
Hey,
Yeah, famously loved blondes in red
Everyone
dresses.
knows that.
Mhm.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
What's with all the leather, Chris?
That represents.
Wow, it's
just
a contemporary story.
Yeah,
like,
it's contemporary style, like Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's just
Yeah.
a
Claire Danes.
that would go
update of the story.
We'll take that.
Yeah,
I think
they
Oh,
won't.
the
don't care about
agents
that.
are pilots.
Who's the?
Yes,
Okay.
Pontius Pilate.
And then the Oracle is.
The Holy Ghost.
Mm.
No, Mary.
Mary. Wait a
Virgin
minute.
Mary.
Okay.
Wait, but that means
No,
she's.
That doesn't track
Carrie
at
Ann
all.
Moss.
That doesn't
Carrie Ann
fucking
Moss
track
is
at
Mary
all.
Magdalene.
Separated at birth.
Carrie Ann Moss
Magdalene.
is Mary Magdalene.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Magdalene.
Magdalene. What book are
Magdalene.
you reading?
It's
Yeah,
what it's,
Magdalene.
that's
How
what
do you how do you say her name?
Magdalene.
Mag-
ask
Magdalene?
Luciano what's in his shower and he'll tell you it's
Yeah,
Maybelline. Magdalene.
Maybe it's Magdalene. Maybe it's Magdalene.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The
I
machines
think
of
my
the
that's
second
devil,
language.
obviously.
yeah.
The machines
The
of
devil
the
and his
devil.
minions. Yeah.
Lucifer.
And the agents are you said it. It's the Romans.
I mean, they even have Zion.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Nailed it. Great job, Chris. You really sold it to your grandparents on your own without any help whatsoever. I'm
You
proud of
know,
you.
The
I took
Matrix, the
notes.
story of Jesus.
I mean, it's not really that far off.
No, it's not.
No, this is. Thanks for. Yeah, it's fine. The joke's dead.
Buried.
We beat it to death. Yes.
You know
But
what?
it's coming back in Matrix form.
Someone else asked a question, so Chris no longer talks.
Well, I have a question for the man who picked this movie. Did this movie influence you in your pseudo gothy, nerdy life that you've become?
How dare you? What? Of course it did. Man, it influenced me in so many ways. Not just that. Like, so just to set the stage, like I said, I was 19. It was my second year of college, right? And I was a developer. I was working with software, and I was playing Vampire the Masquerade, whose
Of
aesthetic
course
is
you were.
exactly the same. I was like, this movie was made for me. This is
I am Neo.
yeah. So no, it influenced me a lot. Like I, for the longest time, wanted to buy like a full leather overcoat, but it was too expensive. It's a good thing I was a broke college student. Otherwise, I would have spent so much money on useless shit because of this movie. But yeah, I wanted to kind of dress up like Neo all the time. I didn't.
See,
but I
that's
wanted to.
where you and I differ, sir. I
'Cause
saw
you
this
did?
movie when I was 9, and I went to the first day of high school with a
Oh no.
trench coat, leather trench coat,
Yeah.
all black, and
See, but
I never lived it down. People in grade 12, people still were like, "Hey, did you come to school in a leather trench coat on the
just
first
like
day
Neo,
of school?"
yeah.
And I was like, "I did." I
bold
blamed
move.
this movie for my lack of sex.
I was gonna say,
many a
you
year.
know, I was gonna say, you know, you were 9, so you can get away with dressing.
No, not
But if
nowadays.
it
I
was
would
the
have been
first
called. The police would have been called on me.
Yeah.
SWAT. Whoop whoop.
No, for me, like the influence was much more in like my demeanor and my like the way I talked and all that stuff.
Did you talk like this?
Whoa.
A
Hey,
little
my name's
bit.
Luciano.
It was more, you know how like a lot of the lines in this movie are clipped, like the way they talk to each other is very hushed and very
Yeah.
clipped because they're in a hurry or like they don't want people overhearing.
Can you give us an example, please, of how you talked?
I can try, but it was all in
Oh.
Portuguese. But it was like
It's fine.
That's
Hit us
what
with Portuguese.
Matrix
it's-
talk.
no, I can do it. Like it would be like instead of saying something like "Hey Spencer, how's it going?" I would say like "Hey Spencer, how's it going?"
Have you heard
It
of
was bad. It
Mary
was bad.
Magdalene?
And people, fuck you. That's how you say it in Portuguese. But and people would ask me sometimes like, "Why are you talking this way?" I'm like, "What way? I'm talking
What
normal
way?
like you are."
I'm talking.
Yeah. No, I
Normal.
wasn't doing the husky voice, but I was doing the quick like, "Hey, don't you think this is
Are you
cool?
sure you weren't doing
Why
William
are you talking
Shatner?
like that? You're weird."
Hey,
No,
it's
no,
my
I
English.
wasn't
I'm
messing up
Luciano.
the cadence. Yeah. But yeah, it was a big influence on me for a long time. Like I watched this movie on the year it came out. I watched this movie 10 times that same year.
Yeah, me and
Like,
you are in the
easily.
same boat. Just many years apart.
Yeah, well,
No.
10.
It was
10.
the same year.
No, sir. You don't know
Oh,
how
yeah, that's
time works.
true.
I watched it when I was 9. Luciano watched
No.
it 10 years later
Yeah.
when he was 19.
Yeah, that's how time and math works exactly.
You got me there. My bad. I
We're 10 years
apologize.
apart.
Speaking of time, Luciano, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why are you personally stuck in 1999?
I mean, we just answered that question. It is the apex of humanity. Why wouldn't I be stuck in 1999? But also, the first time Neo opens that N95, that Nokia N95, I was like, fuck yeah, I still want one of those.
Mm.
It was just cool. Things were
Yeah,
just cool.
They made those just
It
for
was
the
very
movie.
cool.
They didn't exist. They
They
did
did-
after.
they did
when
after.
they made that movie. They made that phone
Yeah.
for the movie.
Yeah. You couldn't find one in Brazil. I tried. Couldn't. It was, if you found it, it was on like secondhand and it would cost like an arm and a leg. You could just
More than it cost you to import your Vampire the Masquerade. Lock it.
Well, 100%.
No, nobody was buying that.
Or more than.
Actually, no. It was the apex of the game too. Like it was the height.
That's
of
why it
popularity
was your
of the game.
favorite time.
I'm telling you, like everything came together in like a perfect
Everything's
storm
coming
of
up,
shit.
Millhouse.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's why I'm stuck there because it's the best time.
I'm dying to ask you what you learned after shaving your head bald like Morpheus?
I learned that hair is a very good insulator for temperature.
Interesting.
Did that rule apply to your
In all
balls as
seriousness,
well?
of course. I also found that out that year.
Not the question I asked.
Hey,
Thanks for answering my question.
I mean, we have a tradition in this podcast of answering whatever question we want to answer.
Indeed, we do.
Just ask Chris's grandpa.
So
Salute.
to answer your question about why did I learn about shaving my head as Morpheus, I'm gonna say what I learned by dressing up as Neo is that it's not as cool as I thought it was. I thought it was cool. People around me didn't.
I pictured Luciano in all leather with a shaved head, being
blackface?
like, "I'm Neo," and like other Nazis are like, "Ooh, another Neo,
none of that.
another neo-Nazi, shaved head with all."
No, wait, I'm Jewish. No, you can't be both. Yeah. No, I never got to buy, like I said, a leather trench coat, but I had a trench coat that I wore when it was way too warm to wear it. I still wore it
It's coming back.
because it was cool
It's coming back,
In my
guys.
in my
Yeah.
head.
You're making
Luciano,
money. Some good
Luci-
banks, so you can probably afford one.
Luciano, did you choose to leave Brazil or did they kick you out? Because of
It's,
your
it's,
Neo
it's
stuff.
under investigation, really.
Still?
Well, yeah, it's that, and my wife doesn't like coffee or soccer, so we
Yeah,
had
He's
to
one of
go.
those
She had
guys
to go
who's
for
that
sure.
controversy. They're not sending their best. Okay, they're sending
No,
the
no.
criminals.
They're sending the people
They're
dressed up like
from
lunatics.
insane asylums, like Hannibal Lecter. Great guy.
Great guy, the
late
late
great
great
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hey, welcome back. Let's do the second part of our show, which is finding plot holes. Sometimes we find them, sometimes we don't. Spoilers, we found them. There are two medium-sized plot holes, I'd call them. The first one, when Neo is ejected out of the Matrix, he is in a pod, we'll call it,
A Tide Pod.
and a Tide Pod, thank you. Don't need it.
Squeaky clean.
He wakes up and, like anybody would do, he rips out all the cables that he can, and then he pops out of the top of the pod. And then a little machine, well, not a little machine, but a machine comes by and unscrews the neck collar, and he then gets flushed into the sewers. And through all of this, you can't stop but ask yourself, why didn't that machine just kill him?
It is,
Like
it
instead
is
of
a good
drilling his
question.
collar off, why not just drill his head off?
Yeah.
Yeah, like why did it need to just why does that robot exist at all? Why is there a robot to when a human wakes up, it does something with them?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that robot is like a Wall-E of that world. Just a friendly,
Okay.
its own sentient, friendly robot that's just helping dudes out. Like it's not that's not that robot's job. That's just his hobby.
Oh, I see.
He just zips around if he sees a human out of their
He's
pod.
like, "Oh,
He-
what's up? Oh," he like a little playing with a little like a dog. Hey, buddy. Oh, what's that? A coil in your brain? Oh, let me get that out for you. Okay, bye.
What's that, boy? You fell
What
into
a
the
nice,
well?
what
Okay.
a nice young man.
Maybe.
I always thought that the Nebuchadnezzar people were controlling.
Oh,
the robot,
really?
but there's nothing in the movie. Yeah, I like the first few times I watched it, I was like, there has to be that. But watching it again now, because I, unlike some people, watched it again.
Chris,
Spencer.
Don't know. Who, okay,
Matt,
Spencer.
Luciano,
Spencer.
let's go. Wait,
Mary
what?
Magdalene.
Spencer.
Anyway, there's nothing to indicate that robot is not just
No.
automatically doing.
Yeah, they
just
don't have any
housekeeping,
remote
basically.
control over anything throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't understand what the purpose of that robot is, other than to be a nice guy and flush recently awakened people down the toilet.
It is weird because you understand that for them to have this battery idea or whatever they ended up with, you need to have him some way hooked up to something.
Yeah.
But they could have just made it like a button on the side of the pod that he presses, or like something he does to the pod. Like the pod's probably not built for anybody to be rattling around in it, so he starts freaking out and rattling around, and the pod breaks, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets flushed out. That would make more sense. Like the idea that the movie creators created this thing, this machine to let him escape, makes me have many more questions, because it's just like, is there more story that you just decided not to tell us, but they would explain why there's this helper robot other than it likes
Yeah.
dogs, apparently?
Because they talk about when people die, they like liquefy them and feed them intravenously to other people. So like if
Yeah.
he had been flushed and was going to the liquefier and then had to do something not to be liquefied, that I would understand. But no, it's just like okay, bye bye. Go.
How do
go
we
to
know
the
that
water
water
now.
wasn't leading to the liquefier?
It was still.
Yeah, and
And
very far away from the rest of the
Yeah, well, it
stuff.
has to be reprocessed and he has to be juiced.
Let
in
me jump
water.
in.
Yeah, water
I think-
cleans him
I
out,
think
and then
For some reason, the word juiced and the imagery in my head was very disgusting.
Chris,
that's the
juice
key.
this question.
That's the key. Disgusting. You see, the reason why that machine, that sentient Wally, if you will, the sentient Wally was like, it's gonna get that plug out, it's gonna flush it down, bye bye. It's because Neo shat himself. Shat himself past his slave garter belt, so much excrement that it fucked with the jelly, his pod jelly, to the point where the machine was like, that's just nasty. These humans are already pretty weird. I mean, it's gonna fuck up a lot of our crops. Flush him.
This all tracks, actually.
Let's flush him.
It does, but
Start over. Reset the pod.
Chris, it brings me back to why didn't they just kill him then? Because they let the shit monster go free. Wouldn't you want to
No,
punish him
guys,
for
we
being
share.
in the pod?
I got it. It's all
It's
accurate.
like the battery shat itself. You could always get another battery. Just throw the battery away.
You're wrong. You're partially right. This all makes sense now. You guys have opened my mind. The process of getting them to wake up from the Matrix, is to make them shit themselves so badly that they have to wake
That
up,
tracks.
and that's why they take the red pill. That actually is
So wait, are you saying that someone who goes to Taco Bell can accidentally wake themselves
have enough-
up from the Matrix? Is that what you're saying?
40 Taco
Mm-hmm.
Bell quesadillas is
Burritos?
equivalent to one red pill.
Beef and brain, beef
Beef
and bean
is the equivalent
burritos.
of one red pill. You take the red pill, and I'll show you how much shit your asshole knows.
Oh, Chris
So-
has got on the Matrix.
so-
Bye.
Bye,
So he takes the
bye,
red
Chris.
pill, and it makes him shit himself, and then he wakes up, and the machines naturally process it as he's dirty, and before
I
we juice
see.
him, he has to be cleaned. So, and they also don't want to damage any of their machinery by just like, because if they just send him down that tube without unplugging him, it's going to tear all the cords. They're putting a new body in there.
Yeah, the whole
Shit all over
bank
the
of
cord.
pods. will
Yeah,
just
I
get
mean,
ripped
well,
out.
the wires that go into his head would all get bent. They got to fix it. So they have the machine detach him, flush him into the pre-juicer, which is that water area, which cleans all the shit. And there,
Yeah, he was clean
Yeah.
after he came up. So
So that's
tracks.
basically their
Yeah.
sink.
just like you're,
Okay.
Wait,
just like
the
you,
s-
Matt,
the sink,
you,
not the
you
toilet?
clean your shit ass in the sink.
Yeah, do you
No.
No.
I would have accepted.
No.
I would have
I've seen it.
accepted
This is how
bidet,
Matt
not
gets it.
sink.
Matt is a very clean, thorough, hygienic person. He's washing his ass in the sink is like an everyday thing.
But the thing is, like, it's not like
Hey, Chris.
it's not like the robots have toilets,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
they're taking a dirty thing and they're cleaning it. So you could. Why would they have a shower or a bath? So
Well,
Sinkus is
wait,
part
they
of
don't
the
have toilets,
ritual.
but they also don't
to
have
clean the
sinks.
humans who shit themselves.
Oh,
No,
okay,
they have
they wash
sinks.
their hands. Okay,
It's the one thing from humans they like.
okay.
It sinks.
Yeah, this all tracks.
Okay. Yeah.
You,
So
you,
what you're
you
saying?
go in and you rip open one of those ships and you're clobbing around.
You
You
gotta
gotta
wa-
go
yeah.
wash your hands. That's dirty human
That's
shit.
True.
That is also fair. So I guess in a way they found like a loophole in the process. It was like, okay, the only way you can get free of the machines is if you fucking destroy yourself with shit.
Mhm.
But at least you'll be free.
Destroy
Your
yourself.
your dignity will be shot.
It's
But
like
you'll
if
be
you
free.
want to like, you don't want them to resell the pants that you're trying on. So if you just destroy them by shitting in them, they're gonna
That-
throw them out.
It's true.
That sounds way too much like you're
They're gonna
speaking
throw them
from
out, and then you're gonna get to
experience.
keep them because they can't resell it.
Yeah.
It's called
Yeah, friend of a
freepants.com.
friend does that. Not
Friend of a friend.
yeah.
My
Friend of
called
mine. My
Matt.
friend.
My
A friend of my
called Matt.
friend's
does
named
this-
Spencer.
Does
Yeah.
this weekly.
Oh, Shopkeep, Gap Shopkeep. These pants that I did
Someone
not
shat
try on.
Yeah.
in these pants I'm wearing.
You gave me shat on pants to try.
And I put this off the shelf, and I feel like I
I'm
can't
doing
let
you
go.
a favor here. I'm gonna take these off your
I'm
hands.
just gonna walk out now.
Take these shit pants off your hands.
That's
You're
legit. I
welcome.
would not if I was the shopkeep at the Gap. I'd be like,
The shopkeep.
that's it. That's where Chris
I
goes.
know.
I know.
Smells like
That's their title. Gap has
Taco
all
Bell?
medieval titles for their employees.
Shopkeep.
gonna
This
fold
smells
these.
like Dookie.
Shopkeep, sir. I believe someone has shat in my pants.
Shopkeep. Yeah, Shopkeep. This smells of doo-doo butter. I think I shall.
Shopkeep, I do
Fold
believe
it.
these are feces pants, and I shall dispossess you of them.
You're welcome, sir. I bid you a
You are
good.
welcome.
I bid you adieu.
I
Shopkeep,
believe
I
you.
will also be taking your security footage to protect you
Yeah.
I said good day.
from any other additional footage.
Yeah. I shall be taking no further
Yes.
questions.
So,
Good day.
the shit
All right.
pants
So
method.
I think we answered that question.
the shift method addresses the reason why they didn't kill the humans when they woke up.
Yeah.
Excellent work. Second, curiosity. Cypher is a bad guy. Spoilers. And he is depicted in the Matrix talking to Agent Smith.
Mhm.
But I thought everybody has to have like
Operator.
a operator. Thank you.
Yeah.
When they're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
So what gives?
Yeah.
This
That
is
is a
like
good question.
when you shit in underpants.
How did I know this is gonna make a comeback?
He's right because you don't want to shit in the pants yourself. That's
Right.
That's too close. You need plausible
Exactly.
deniability. So you get a shit
To operate
operator.
your shitty underwear.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, Spencer.
Wait.
The shopkeep the shopkeep just went over to the socks. Okay, I've got 5 minutes. Distract while I shit.
On 5 different pairs of pants. We're going for the long haul.
7 if we're lucky. We're trying to get to the prom.
I had a big lunch. We'll see how many we can get to.
I mean, I have. That's a tough question.
It's very convenient that they show how difficult a process it is to jack back into the Matrix from the
Yeah.
ship. And he just from one scene to the other, he's like, "Hey, I have some stakes here. I'm ready to betray
Yeah.
people."
But don't you
right?
think it's
Yeah.
feasible that a man who is capable in the software, whatever the Matrix is, could like pre-code it so it's all automated?
Yeah, but still, how would nobody have noticed that he was just randomly jacked up to the Matrix there? Because they can
That's my
see
question.
they can see
can see
what
everything
the
you're
people
doing.
who are jacked in are
Yeah,
What do you
doing.
mean, who can?
It's like,
Mouse could have been
that
waking
is
up-
interesting.
right.
Oh, look, Cypher is going to take a stroll. I wonder if he's going to fuck that blonde. Oh no, wait, he's talking to an agent. Well, that's interesting. Walks off.
Guess I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I
Nothing
hope
to
the date
see
goes
here.
well.
Yeah.
Cypher really
I didn't
needs
know
someone in his
Cypher had an
life.
agent
Yeah. It's like,
fetish.
oh, he's gonna eat. He's gonna eat some
He
steak.
literally-
Okay, he was complaining about the goop. It's good.
Oh, is that
It's
what
good.
they're talking about now? Is that how what the
To
Asian
be
kids
fair,
are
it
talking
does look like he created a date with an agent. Like it looks like a
Yeah.
romantic dinner
Oh,
date.
yeah.
So maybe
100%.
they're just not going to kink shame him and say, "Listen, if that's what he's into."
It was refuge in audacity. He was like, nobody's gonna think I'm talking to an
No,
agent.
maybe for weeks
They were gonna think I just have a
maybe
kink.
for
It's
weeks
fine.
in advance, he was just talking about this sexual fantasy he's had about dating.
Oh, that Agent
Yeah.
Smith, that gap between
That
his
bad
teeth.
boy.
Ooh.
Everyone loves a bad boy.
Yeah.
I just want Smith to press me up against a wall.
His
Now,
receding
can you help me
receding
with that?
hairline. Ooh, so cool.
Want me to pound him into the wall like Neo.
Really takes out a proper meeting there.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a smart strategy. He preps that, and then when
I
they
see.
see it on the screen, they go, "Oh, he did
was
mention
a
he was
long
going
con.
to do have the holodeck to himself for a while."
He did leave a sock on the door.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cypher wanted to get his.
that actually works, Spencer, because you could have your operator get you in,
And then get you
and
off.
then it's like, listen, man, I need you to get me off
Yeah.
by leaving the
It was like,
room.
you got me in. Now I need to get off. So get
Yeah.
out.
So yeah,
Exactly. Get the fuck outta here.
here's the sock rag
Yeah.
of shame.
Why is the
I'm just
sock?
gonna give this to you.
Is it dirty because
the sock rag of shame? It
Chris-
sounds like a game item you don't want.
I do have to ask the sock rag of shame? The way you're holding it makes it seem like it's disgusting. Is that person going to jerk off in it? Like, why don't they clean it?
I don't know what
don't
what
know
or
what
why
you're
or
talking
how
about.
it's dirty.
It would-
It's just
That would
it's
that would
just
send a
is
message,
what it
wouldn't it?
is.
Like a jerked on,
just
like a jizzed sock on the door. It's like I'm not fucking,
The way
I'm
you
not
raised
fucking
it.
touching. I'm not getting close. Like
I
10
don't want
feet
to
from
touch
that
it
door.
either. But Cypher, like this is the sock, and I'm flagging the sock, and so it's time for you, Tank, to go.
I'm flagging the sock, but be careful because if you flap it too much, you will break. That's how much jizz there is.
The sock just looks like you only had like one finger and a thumb on
Yeah.
it, and it
Yeah.
looked really hard for some reason. I was just
It looks like a
How do you
Don't-
get that
don't-
impression?
don't.
It's just like I don't want to touch it. Like he's like it's like someone has the conch. They have attention. He has the sock rag of shame, and he's like, this is the signal. It's time for
sock
me
of
to have
shame plus one.
me time. This is the me. This is
You know how,
Cypher
like-
time, Tank.
You know how like
okay? I'm tired of you watching me, Tank.
you know how when like Neo's getting punched and he's like his body's going like
Yeah.
in the real world. Just imagine them when they're
Yeah.
they're banging in the Matrix. Their body's just like like I'm leaving.
That was Mao's like
Yeah.
80%
And you
of
get
the
Joey
time.
Pants
probably.
When he's eating the steak, that ain't no steak. So
I think the first time you see someone orgasm in the Matrix, watching the screen, you see their face. It's like, you know what? I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be watching
exactly. That's how he does it.
That's why they instituted the sock rag
this.
of
Shame. No, I
Sock
get it.
rag of
Thanks,
shame.
Chris.
boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I actually think this answer is acceptable. Like it actually like
What, the sock
I
rag
mean,
of shame?
the sock
That's
rag
it.
itself is a little more obviously for comedic
Crusty.
effect, but the idea that he'd want private time for sexual reasons, I feel like would be a thing if you lived on a
I
ship.
mean, yeah,
with a
because he's creepy as fuck. Like when he has everybody trapped in and he's like gloating and he gets
Yeah.
super close to Trinity. I thought he was gonna lick her at one point. It was like very,
But like
very,
you think
very
when
close.
Mouse is like
But he
banging
also-
the red woman in the red dress, like someone's sitting there like just watching.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he wants to.
Cypher is watching. No, it's Cypher
Yeah.
that's watching for sure.
Yeah. Mouse is like,
Oh,
Cypher, you want to
Mouse.
watch?
Do I?
Yeah. In this case, ignorance isn't bliss.
But yeah, it's strange. I mean, yes, total cringe vibes. Cypher, even early on after like Neo's head exploded and like from the truth and stuff, and Trinity brings him food, and then the door shuts, and then like Cypher's just like, he's cute, isn't he? He's
He's
intriguing.
so-
He's like stroking
he's
the
so-
door, and he's
He's
like,
so fucking creepy. Yeah.
With his
and
big
like, okay, I guess there's
cow
something going on
eyes.
between them, maybe.
So basically,
Yeah.
everyone just tries to steer clear of Cypher as much as possible.
Yeah, but Cypher just goes, guys, I'm gonna jack into the Matrix and then jack out. We know Cypher, just go.
Stop telling us, Cypher.
Yeah.
We
We don't
It's
need
reverse
we've
psychology.
been on this ship.
We
Anyone
don't
else want to be my
care.
operator?
We really don't care what
good.
preposition you put after Jack. Just go. Just fucking go. We don't care.
So, Cypher,
All right.
we've instituted a new system. It's called the sock rag of shame.
Oh my
When
god.
you need your time, just lift the sock rag, and Tank will punch you
like
in.
jizz into the sock is
Drape
what you're
the
telling
sack.
me?
I didn't say what you do with the rag is your business, but we have
A
discussed
system.
and agreed
We have
on
a
this system. We've
Yeah.
aligned on this system. The rag will whatever you do with the rag, but like lift the rag, let us know, and we will all vacate.
Yeah.
I understand the rag better now that we've gone through that little.
I
short.
still don't
So
know
thank you,
how
Chris.
the rag works. Chris, can you elaborate?
You see, when the rag is instituted,
No.
okay,
I
yeah.
regret my joke.
Spencer,
At what
Spencer.
cost?
that's a bad Spencer.
What cost?
Everything.
I got my joke, but what price did I pay?
we're gonna escape from
This hell.
this hell we're in. Correct. Let's ask some fun questions. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, to the bridges and rap.
What is the most 1999 thing about this movie? Is it your Dragula?
It's up
Dragula
there.
is a good contender.
What is
Yeah.
that?
What is Dragula?
The song that
Do
plays
you-
in the
Do
club.
you even Matrix, bro?
Good God! Fuck
Do
you
you,
even.
do you even Matrix? Do you even
God.
Rob Zombie, bro?
Oh,
Yeah.
my
No, I don't.
God.
I don't.
It's the song
do
that
not.
plays when he meet in the club where he meets
Yeah,
Trinity.
to the bridges
Oh, that
and
one.
rap.
Which
Oh,
is
no,
a
what
road
is
to the
that?
witches and
Back of my-
the back of my Dragula.
Dragula.
Yeah, that's the only part that everybody knows.
They also
It's such
want to
a
do a
good song,
baby
too.
part. Do
Um,
it, baby.
Do it,
Yeah. It's so out of place in that song. I think the fact that they're still using landlines is very 1990s. Nowadays, if a kid watched that the first time, it's like,
Yeah,
what
imagine
is
they're like-
that? A phone hanging in the middle of the street?
I imagine
what
the
the
kid just
fuck
being
is
like,
that?
they're like, if you need to get out, just go to a landline and you'll teleport out. And they're like, so basically, there's no way out.
What is
I'm
a
sure.
hardline?
Yeah.
Sounds dirty.
It's like the sci-fi element. These phones that are plugged into the ground. What a crazy future!
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if this movie or Blade did it better, but the Goth Club really feels like it's a 1999.
They're both great contenders.
You don't think
Yeah.
there's? You think there's
Yeah,
goth club still? Not like
No.
that.
probably
Not like that.
not like that, but probably.
Ah,
I have to say though, in terms of like, as much as I like Dragula, in terms of soundtrack, Rammstein Firefly is a better song for a goth club like that.
I feel like the goth clubs nowadays
good
are filled
talk.
with Lucianos.
No,
yeah. It's people sitting around with bright lights playing. I feel like it'd be better if
Just
they play some Rammstein right now.
Do they have any Marilyn Manson on?
oh, Marilyn Manson would have been a good pick. Like Beautiful People would have been a good pick.
Oh boy.
I guess I'm the most 1999 thing about
I
this
think that's the
movie.
answer.
Matt did ask you why you
That
still
is the
thought-
answer, I
I
guess.
was not wrong. Great. Different question, completely opposite angle. Don't think about Luciano when I ask this at all. Why do Asians love to be fisted, like in the face, in their body?
Show your work.
And because they dodge bullets for
Right.
whatever reason. So it seems like it's a choice to get the fist, and I want to know why they love that.
That's a good question.
Might I introduce you to the sock
no,
rag
no,
of
I
shame?
fucking knew it. I
No.
fucking knew it.
Well,
You may not.
I wasn't gonna take it any
Thank
further than
God.
that. But anyways, callback humor. Listen. So, agents, while sentient, I think they might still be bound by certain laws. Like they can defy certain laws, like move faster than bullets. But since they've inhabited like a body, a human body, a vessel. I think I think that the machines and AI haven't got it all figured out, because one would think that they could do anything. But to your point, why did they like getting fisted?
They just want to feel something, man. That's why.
Okay. Those are two entries that are in last and second last. Spencer.
Hey, second last in this case is first, so I'm good.
I'm second last.
I think
We work together.
that
And we failed together.
when they were designed, they were made to be just like, I think they're designed like a computer would design something. Like, we'll make them, when a gun is pulled out on them, they are this is what the code says. It can dodge this fast. And when someone punches at them, they can counter this
They
fast.
take it.
Well, if you look at like whenever they fight a regular human, like they get completely outclassed, right? They weren't coded for like to deal with someone like Neo who can punch and react as fast as he does. So they haven't updated the code.
Spencer, you sound like what movies showing computers look
Listen, when they put it on their icon, they double clicked and dragged and dropped. That's the extent of my computer knowledge.
To
You know-
the A floppy disk.
I hoped for not this when I asked the question, and I got this.
Sorry,
My
Matt.
fault.
like.
They like to get
Did you
fisted.
expect? Yeah, they like to get fisted because they're kinky and they're into BDSM. Is that what you wanted to hear?
At this point, you win with that one. Congratulations.
I don't feel
Second
proud.
last.
I don't feel
Second
proud.
last.
You all tied for last if you didn't have that answer. Different question. Let's. This is not working for me.
Are you
Much like
breaking
the-
up
much
with
like
us?
the agent said. No, much like the agent said when they were getting fisted. This is not working for me.
It's not me. It's you. You gotta go. Let's do,
Finally, some closure.
let's do a little palate cleanser, a little sorbet, if you will.
Uh-oh.
A little
Chris,
my favorite.
juicing.
A little juice. A little juice.
Juicing.
It's a cleaning
ju-
before
juice-
the
A
juicing.
juice cleanse.
Yeah.
Some cayenne pepper.
Chris, what did the Oracle say to Mouse? Because Oracle talked to everybody. So I got to know what Oracle said to Mouse.
Mouse, honey. You nasty.
Full method, I see.
I just feel like you could be doing so many other productive things with your time, and still you obsessed with this goddamn white woman in the red dress. Mouse, you could have gone to college. Mouse, you like the resistance needs you. Like I talked to Cypher. He told me what you and him you came up with this concept. This what is this? This
fuck.
I don't even want to hear about it, but trust me, I know. Listen, you need to turn your life around, and when you really need to turn your life around, you're gonna find that you're gonna fuck things up, and it's gonna be way too late. Okay, so the longer you stare at this woman in the red dress, you're gonna find out that you wasted all your damn time. Furthermore, you don't get a cookie, because I don't want your filthy fucking hands on my food. Get the fuck out. And I promise you, by the time you get out of those doors, you still gonna be nasty.
That tracks. I think that tracks.
Okay. I just watched it in the movie. It's a director's cut version. Luciano,
Yes, sir.
what did the Oracle say to Switch?
Oh. So probably the first thing when she came in through the door was, "Who are you again? Which one of them are you? APOC? Oh, Switch. Okay.
Let me check my notes here.
Let me check. Oh, you're the one who's so white that you dressed in white as well. I
Oh wait,
see.
you're powder.
Yeah.
Great early 90s reference, Chris.
We're in the 90s now.
Nailed it.
Yeah. And I think she would say, well, I would tell you your future. It's not very long, I gotta tell you. It doesn't, it's not worth my time or yours. Just enjoy the rest of your life, which is probably a few hours. And yeah, don't worry about anything. Just you do you, babe. You do you.
And then
And then she like
him
scoots her
switch.
out.
And it's
Just
gonna
like,
Switch is like not like this.
No, not like that.
No.
It's a little different than that.
no, every time she gets bad news, she uses a different accent.
Yeah,
And it's always racist, by the way. This time, I'm not going to do it, but this time she answered the oracle with an Indian accent. And
oh god, of course she did.
Yeah.
Switcher's real
Not
name is
like
Karen,
this, mate.
obviously. Okay, no, I think that's now I understand more about Switch.
It's not like this. It's not like this.
It's like
Hey.
I'm hearing Switch. It's like I'm hearing Switch in the movie.
Hey, Michael Cocaine, can I get your attention?
When Michael Cocaine talks, you listen. When Michael Cocaine, he
Some
talks,
men
he gets very angry.
just want to see the world burn.
And then he wants to see the world burn. But not like this.
Landed that plane. Very well done. Hey, Spencer,
Yes.
what did the Oracle say to Cypher?
Oh, no. Oh, he's method acting, too.
Cypher, you nasty.
Good track so far.
Cypher, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. I know you're going to turn on your friends. I know you're going to fuck them over. And there's nothing I can do about that. But I'll tell you one thing. When you
Wait, what is she smoking there?
The best. Newports.
when you shoot, shut the fuck up. I'm Oracle in here, motherfucker.
You should have seen that coming. Go on.
When you shoot that fucker tank with that lightning gun, yeah, I know that lightning gun. Don't bother checking the body because he's gonna be fried. Don't. And you know what? You could drop that gun right at his feet just to send him a message that I don't give no fuck about you, Tank. And Tank, he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. There it is.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah, all right. Watch the movie again. Great job,
Oh,
everybody.
wow. Chef's kiss.
Different question.
Just every question, just say different question before you ask.
No, he's gonna ask the same question again to see if he gets
Hey.
a different answer.
I'm a professional podcaster. I would never do that. So let's ask a different question.
Little curveball there.
No one saw that coming. Hey, why do the machines base all of their like actual robot designs on hentai?
Fair question. Can I answer that in a meta way? I'm just gonna say it's the same reason why agents love to be fisted. It's the very same reason.
No, because you fuckers didn't answer that question.
Did we say BDSM?
I tried.
Because it's not enough to dominate them mentally and physically.
You have to take the one thing they love
You have
Yeah.
and use it against them.
Yeah, you have to dominate.
I think
them
I think the machines realized that there was nothing that captured men's attention more than hentai. So then, when they were designing to go against fully dominate.
Well, also,
mankind.
when you think about it, what technology is the most? Where in the world has the most advanced tech? It's Japan.
Right.
So, I'd like to say that
cook.
the machines' primary personality trait is Japanese in nature.
This feels
Oh,
pretty
that
racist.
explains a lot.
This is not racist.
Okay, Hitler.
Jesus.
Lord.
Finish. So they wanted to make a list.
Oh no.
No, I was just joking. They had a solution.
Oh no.
how-
Was it the last solution?
No.
That's
Let's
the ultimate solution.
You started it, motherfucker.
the final solution. Goddamn, Spencer.
No, I think that they like scrubbed their databases and they were like the most advanced society, or like technologically was Japan, and there was a large focus on this. So I think that there's a certain power within the hentai that
I
must
just
be
think
utilized.
that-
Sure is, buddy.
I just think that
Sure
the
is.
machines scoured the internet at the time, and they went with what was most abundant. They're like,
That's it.
this is the thing that there's the most. Let's just do that.
Yeah, they looked for videos of like things dominating and controlling people, and it always seemed
Yeah.
to be a squid.
There was always an octopus or a squid
It's
involved.
true. The squid could take down like 4 or 5 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So I
Ooh,
think
efficient. Yeah.
Wow. They're onto something. I wonder why they don't. You know what? Let's just pick up this baton and run with it, Team Machine.
That will also explain the viscosity of the liquid that they put the people in.
Fluid.
I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to get into a sock rag of shame situation here.
The almost amniotic fluid.
I'd like to
do
make a
it.
formal request for a different question. Can I put that up the chain?
Denied.
No, no.
Okay, we're still here, y'all. We're still here in the depths, in the bottoms.
So the tentacle
In the
usually enters.
feathers.
The tentacle. So they're the
The
machines want to get a
tentacle
lot
enters the body first, right?
Your
Much
Honor,
like-
I'd like to make a second formal request.
Formal
The Nebuchadnezzar.
request.
Denied.
done. They want to get a lot
Objection.
done.
You're
The machines want to get a
overruled.
lot done, and that's why they've taken inspiration from hentai.
You go
And-
in the holes
Right.
and then make it,
Things
spread it out.
happen.
Your Honor,
And,
sidebar.
Yona, I'm just a
This
simple
line of
man.
questioning, Your Honor,
I'm just a
is
simple
unprecedented.
man. Except to tell me
Call for a
that this
mistrial.
inspiration. I will not be silenced, Yona. My sciatica.
Thank you, Your
Machines
Honor.
have
Thank you,
needs
Your
too.
Honor.
Different question.
Okay.
How do dreams work in the Matrix? If the Matrix is a dream itself, how do you subdream? And if you're subdreaming, can Leonardo DiCaprio
I knew this was
Incept.
incept that subdream?
I mean, the answer to that last question is obviously yes.
Okay, great.
What happens when you dream within a dream?
Yeah, how do they work?
Thinking a lot of.
I mean, generally,
Flash mobs.
time goes slower.
Okay.
We're just gonna do the plot of
Yeah,
Inception.
exactly.
Watch it.
Just like trains sometimes. I don't really remember.
Thomas the Tank.
You have to have a way of waking up
Yeah, yeah.
when you're in the dream.
You have a totem
Yeah,
that that's how you can tell if you're in a dream or not.
right.
There's a lot of wedding.
You never
oneself.
see the faces of your kids.
Yep. Christopher Nolan.
just
It's also very, very important to understand. Like one of the key mechanics of dreaming within a dream in the Matrix is that at some point everyone shits their pants in the gap.
But that only I thought that only happened in the real world.
yeah.
Is it?
No, that
But
only
the
happens in the
is
Matrix.
the real world. is
No,
it?
yeah. So I think what Chris is trying to say is when you shit your pants to get free pants, if you're in a dream within a dream,
You get out of the dream.
You'll wake up because you'll wake up.
Ah.
when
That's
you
why
shit your pants.
I said it
I
happens.
see.
I just said it happens.
So wait,
but I
what
also
if you're
your
like-
refrigerator.
What if you're like 7 layers deep? Like how much shit are we talking here?
I think
As much as it takes. As much.
Yeah, but
as
how
it
much
takes.
is that?
no.
It's a lot of shit. You got to
does it
dream
matter?
bigger.
Because if you're going up a layer,
Right.
does the shit history or shitstery, if you will, follow you up the levels?
You would
Yeah.
have to.
I'd like to use the it's like
It's the one through line is the shit.
it's like a rocket ship that blasts through
Rocket shit.
A rocket
a
shit.
rocket
Yeah,
shit that
of
blasts
course.
through all 7 layers right out into the real world, right out of the Matrix. Yeah.
That's why everybody's wearing those like burlap things. 'Cause it's the easiest thing to clean shit with.
Yeah, the resistance
Sorry.
can't afford nice clothes.
No, they cannot.
Sacks? Is that the word you couldn't think of? Sack?
Sure. Yeah, sack, burlap, whatever.
Burlap.
It's not my first language.
Christopher Nolan.
Burlap.
Christopher
hold
Nolan. Yeah,
the-
that's what they do. They have Christopher Nolan in the ship cleaning up the shit.
All right, that's fair enough.
Right, this little bit right here. Yeah, this little bit right here.
Wait. Why is he a 19th century chimney sweep?
No, it sounds more.
Oh, Mary
like,
Poppins!
like a swapping the deck pirate.
Well, no, he sounds like Bob Hoskins in Hook.
Yeah, exactly.
He does. That's exactly who he is.
The goat.
I don't think we cleared that up.
Yeah, no, I think we're good on
It's a
that.
lot of
Different
shit.
question.
How
We see
much
the Asians.
would a woodchuck chuck?
Hey, man, no,
hey.
that's not how we do this here. We're professionals. We take this seriously.
Okay, of course. My bad.
Thank you. When an Asian takes over a person's body, we see it happen numerous times in the film. And then sometimes they die and the person comes back. I want to know what happens when they take over the person's body. You know, like that one time where Chris Pine took over that dude's body in Wonder Woman 84?
Oh,
And everybody was fine with it?
Right.
What happens to that person when they're on that liminal space?
Everyone was notoriously fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think the similar rules apply. So, what happened at the end of that movie? Because it's probably the same body swap technology.
The body
Yeah.
snatchers.
He came back.
Literally,
Wonder Woman was completely cool with it and immediately tried to bang him.
yes.
Right.
Merry Christmas.
But he came back like he just felt like he teleported, I guess, like, or he just felt like he was in a coma for
Yeah,
a few
but
weeks.
I think the question is what happened to the guy whose body he's in.
No, Spencer's saying when that guy comes back, he's just trying to figure out where he
I
was.
see, I see.
He's trying to do it a different way. He's trying to answer my
Right.
question in a completely different way.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think about like if the agent takes you over, fights people, and gets punched a shit ton, and then they come back and they're just like fucking concussed
Destroyed.
and bruised, and they're like, "What the fuck?" You know, like the worst hangover, and they forget the whole last weekend, and they assume they've been like they slipped
Fisted.
something. Yeah, I mean that too.
So are they conscious of the time in that liminal space where they're not in reality? Or are they just hanging out in a black box?
I think they're just
or
like it's just like when you like
go to
it's like
sleep.
they just feel like they've been teleported, not even sleeping. They're just like the consciousness gone, consciousness back. Kind of like when you listen to this podcast.
Nailed us.
Cokedly.
Yeah.
I think when a body is inhabited by an agent, I think that the owner of that body goes to like a sunken place, a lot like Get Out. So like they're submerged and they have to they're viewing, they're like in the back seat of the car of their body while the agent is driving all these things that are happening, and there's nothing they can do. They're like suspended and a viewer. And then when it's over, like they can see their death coming. Like, oh wow, this agent's about to get into a gunfight. I'm so glad I saved on my Geico insurance.
I would like to yes and from Chris and suggest that maybe, in fact, the person body they take over, and then when they leave that body, the next person's body they take over, they shunt the new person backwards into the old body.
Oh, like a musical chair, but with bodies.
Yeah.
So they're a different person?
Well, no, because the body isn't flesh; it is digital. So their entire body or person transports back. They're just like, the cops that were standing outside of the washroom
Yeah.
guarding that, and they take over them and they go in. Well, now they're like potentially teleported down on the floor because the agent just got its ass kicked.
Yeah. Or the guy like waving
I
his
see.
phone. He's like, that guy took my
Yeah.
phone. That guy
Yeah,
took my
exactly.
phone. And then he comes back and he's like, that guy. I can see
Yeah, he
that.
gets juiced, as they say.
I think the best case scenario is somewhat like Chris's, where like you're seeing it, but you get to feel like you're the agent. So you like actually
I
feel
don't know
like
that
you're
that's the
dodging
best
bullets.
case scenario. That sounds like hell.
No, but the agents are monsters. They're just like arresting people, liquefying them, or juicing them for no reason.
They don't
like
see the
they're
juicing.
they're like Gestapo. Oh, they watch the juicing.
They watched the.
It's their favorite TV show.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right.
Yeah. I was gonna say they get sent to like what the machines think is purgatory, which is basically just Clockwork Orange style watching old reruns of Big Brother. That's basically what happens until they come back. We don't ever see an agent leave a live body, right?
Well, that's what I was wondering. What happens when they if they leave them, if they don't die and they're just like, I got to peace out. I'm going to another body uptown to meet with the other agents because we are filming a
Happy
commercial
hour.
together.
We're watching some hentai together.
We're watching some
happy hour.
classical hentai
Yeah.
It's happy hour hentai.
stuff.
Nice.
Spencer, that'd be a great question to answer. Unfortunately, I don't care for it. And so I'm going to ask a different question. You know, in this world where the machines treat the Matrix like reality TV and they get hooked, what is the most popular show?
Real Housewives of Hentai Houston.
So the housewives
you
are
tried.
into hentai?
No,
I
the
don't wanna
housewives are
shame
all
anybody.
squids. In this case,
I'm just gonna go ahead and barrel right through that one.
yep.
Please.
I think this is 1999,
Correct.
Right.
So you got to think about what was going on in the world around then. That was entertainment in the real world.
The Nanny?
Y2K.
But it's $21.99 in the real world.
No, I'm talking about in our world
And
in
the Matrix.
1999.
The Matrix is a TV show. Everything's 1999.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
I
The
see what you
Matrix.
mean. I see what you. Okay, okay.
But it's perpetually 1999. So that's the only thing. If it's perpetually 1999, like the show would feel like a rerun every season.
No, it's like reality TV when they stuff you into fucking. It's the circle, and they stuff you into the same damn circle. But they have new people.
I hear you. Yeah, totally. That makes sense because the people do different stuff every year. It's not
Yeah.
like they're on a loop. It's just that the setting's the same. It's like a set for a TV show. Yeah,
Like I said,
like
yeah,
like
great idea.
So, I would probably say
Cops.
that the cops shows would be popular.
Mm.
You know, like
Yeah.
crime TV.
Bad boys, bad boys.
You know what? I think that they're machines, so they'd probably like watching, Coders Anonymous.
watching
Wait.
watching
Coders
people's-
Anonymous? Is that they go to a group
Yeah.
and say, "Hi, I'm Luciano, and I'm a coder. Hi,
No,
Luciano."
no. It's much different. It's when they watch coders and like code badly. There's like, oh, you a nasty coder.
Yeah, it's
like when
porn for machines.
Yeah, like when we
Yeah.
watch like reality TV, they're all like the worst people. Like they're trashy, and we're like, it's entertaining because they're such pieces of shit. Usually, it's like them watching people code badly. They're like, oh my god, can
Like,
you believe?
Can you believe he pushed the production without testing? Ooh, he nasty. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, the villain this season is the worst. Luciano. He just, I don't know coding, guys. He controlled Z when he should have controlled Z.
You don't know English either, apparently.
I realized I'm too late. What an idiot.
Oh, yeah. No. Someone who controls Z's when they should have control Z. That's just the worst. The worst person.
Hate when that happens.
Fuck you, Luciano. I can't believe you did that.
I'm sorry, it's my bad. I guess.
Oh, man.
You should not have undo twice.
I wish that was intentional, but it was not.
The worst thing anyone's done so far. No, okay. I think that's probably the most likely answers.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the machines don't really care about a lot of things humans do, right? Like the things we'd all watch, the machines couldn't care less about. So
Because we learn later on in other movies that are different types of machines, like programs and stuff. So I guess those would have different types of favorites. But like I bet Agent Smith would enjoy watching just those like Reddit posts, like a minute before death posts where like they show people getting fucked up.
I don't because I'm
They would watch that.
actually, and another angle would be this is actually their history too. So it's kind of like watching almost like the History
It's
Channel.
the History Channel.
Yeah, like oh look
the
at
History Channel, but the aliens portion of it, right? Not the actual history, just history in like
Oh.
ancient pyramids being built by aliens and shit. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
kind
fair.
of history genre. Okay.
I see what you did.
What's the name of that guy? Giorgio Tsoukalis or whatever?
This guy.
Yeah. Aliens.
Aliens. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that guy,
nailing it.
exactly.
That guy. Yeah,
Alien.
that's the look. One last different question.
Fucking
The-
doubling down on it.
The team all seems to have, well, except for fucking Stitch,
Switch.
Switch, whatever.
Stitch.
She dies. She says one thing, not like this. Who cares? Everybody else is wearing
Not
like.
like this.
Oh, sorry, not like this.
Not like
Got
this.
What was that accent?
core,
That's Michael Cocaine.
Michael. The question is, Morpheus had to get a team uniform together, right?
Okay.
And obviously they went for hot leather goth, except for Switch.
Good choice.
What other options do you think Morpheus rejected?
Poor little rich girl meets
Poor
burlap
little
sacks.
rich girl.
Yes,
That seems contradictory.
I know.
I think
Have you
the
seen
suggestion?
Little Orphan
The first
Anne?
suggestion he rejected was Cypher's, which was that everybody dressed as cheerleaders from horror movies. So I guess that was like immediate rejection.
I like to think that Switch proposed all white,
For sure, 100%.
and it was rejected, and she refused.
Not like that.
No, yeah, no, all black. Not like that. I want it like this. I like to think that the original idea was just like basketball jerseys with their names.
Their chosen names like Morpheus, Neo. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like the Nebuchadnezzars, the Never Give Uppers.
The Zion Nebuchadnezzars is the name of the team.
Yeah, well, originally they were going to be the Zionists, but that didn't go over well.
That
with,
didn't. Yeah,
PR.
that one got immediately axed too.
I know it's 1999, but in 2024, that's going to be a bad look.
Then Cypher offered the name the Schindler Listers, and then he was like, "Nope, shut up, Cypher. Nobody wants to hear your ideas."
But yeah, I think there were a lot of
burlappers.
options on the table. I mean, burlap sacks, but they also were like they wanted. Originally, I think they were like, we should make a uniform that's inconspicuous. So,
Right.
like the original was like, let's just go button
As
up
nuns.
nun outfits,
Like
then-
habits.
and then on the back it said none of this.
Yeah.
You don't want none of this.
None of
And
it,
Morpheus was like, I'd rather fashion over function. I know black leather is controversial. We will stand out in a crowd, and we will be seen by the agents and possibly die because of this. However,
We will look cool doing it.
however,
Yeah.
Mm.
have you seen this outfit? And he walked out in that outfit that he wears with the
With the
little
little,
glasses.
like,
yeah,
yeah.
with a little snap. And then everybody was
But
like,
it's when he puts on the glasses that everybody was like, "Okay, we have to go with this."
Yeah.
Where's the shaft?
And he was
There's
like-
no shaft.
and he was like, let me just practice my speech to Neo. I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. And they were like, bravo.
Like, look at my silhouette when I
This
put my
is
arms
art.
behind my back thusly
And
and
Switch was like,
pace
"Fuck."
thusly.
No,
It would
no
still
notes.
look good as
I'm
white.
going with white and fuck all of y'all. Yeah.
Fine, but I wear white.
Yeah.
I like
Fine.
this.
Like,
Not
Cypher,
like this.
unplug her later.
All right, no, I think we've nailed it all. I do have a very different question. I would like to engage in some discourse about our rankings for this movie. Your options range from A++, just kidding. We're using the S tier system. Your options range from S all the way down to F. Sweet Lord, may the Lord have mercy on Chris's soul for this one. I don't know. Maybe it's anyways, Chris. What's your
Why do I
ranking?
need- Why are you scared? Because is there a wrong answer that like you?
There
you're
is
trying
a
to,
wrong
like-
answer.
Don't fuck this up,
Don't.
I'm gonna say there are 7 wrong answers.
Chris. Give us your ranking, you coward.
Show us how deep the rabbit hole
The
goes.
rabbit hole goes. Sam Switch.
The
There's
rabbit
a
hole.
there's a prophecy, baby. It goes like this. All three of you think you know what I'm going to give, but I've got news for you. By the
we
time
don't,
by the time I reach the end of my review,
We'll all be
each
dead.
of you,
Yeah.
that's right.
Or wish we were.
This movie, I saw this movie with my cousin in the theaters in '99, and it was a lot of fun. And like, truth be told, the way my movie going experience generally tends to be, I'm not usually wowed on the first watch. The second watch, after like it marinates and I go watch it again, I was like, oh shit. And that's when the boomerang of awesome effect comes in. So when I first saw it, I was like, that wasn't bad. But then when I checked it out again, and I was like, oh, okay, layers. And so for me, it was a slow burn to S.
Hey.
You probably have to watch it twice because you watch it at 2 times speed.
No, not the first time. I couldn't control the movie theater.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he put the theater into
I'm
that?
just
That's
joking.
talent.
He did. Wow.
Yes, he did.
I worked at the movie theater at that time, but I couldn't
That
control
explains
Oh,
it.
there you go. That explains it.
Luciano, why don't you, we'll save you the last actually since
Okay.
you picked this.
Sounds good.
Your Honor,
Spencer,
I'd
your-
like to make
your
a
turn not to fuck this up.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a formal request. I'd like to make a due to the special circumstances in the court, I'd like to instate a possible higher ranking than S.
Are you petitioning the court? What are you petitioning the court for?
I'm petitioning for a rare S plus official ranking.
Denied.
Your Honor, ignore my
If-
compatriot.
If anyone on this podcast does not also use your S plus ranking,
Yes.
it will be denied.
Okay. Your Honor, thank you for the course-wise decision. For my ranking, I'm going to give it an S plus, obviously. The reason being, this is a perfect movie. It really is a perfect movie. It is my top 3 movies for sure. It was my top 1 for a long time. It really did was the first movie I fucking loved. And if you just go through it, the story is incredible, the action's incredible, the style, the directing is incredible, and the casting's incredible, the script's incredible. There's no, I can't think of one flaw in this movie other than Switch's changing accent. And that really is the only thing. So, I'd like to make a joke here, but The Matrix is one of the best movies of all time. So it's an S plus, and I beg my fellow co-hosts to see sanity in your ranking and to follow your hearts, as long as your hearts align with my heart.
Well, thanks for telling me now.
I think it's only fair, Your Honor, if we give Chris a second chance to rectify his formal errors.
Maybe. I would like to give my review first. Yeah, why not? S plus. Chris, go ahead.
Chris, look at me. You got this. As the Oracle says,
You nasty.
nasty.
The prophecy is fulfilled. S plus.
Well,
All right.
Luciano.
There's no question that this is an S plus movie.
Yes.
I picked it because I find it.
I know, but I didn't know if the contrarian in you would
No.
overtake that.
I'm not that much of a contrarian.
Okay.
Even though this means I'm agreeing with you, Spencer,
know.
which we all know is one of the
It's
signs of the apocalypse.
that's how good this movie is.
Yeah, exactly.
Changes
No,
the
this
hearts
is-
and minds of people.
I remember there were other franchises and things that I liked before Matrix, but Matrix was the first one that was this is completely new. It's not like a remake or something that already existed and now there's a new movie or whatever. And I was like, so Chris, my experience was exactly the opposite. I usually when I go to watch a movie, either it blows me away right away or it doesn't. And then nowadays it's a little less, but when I was younger and stupider, It was like if I didn't immediately love it, it was shit. That was me back in those days.
So you haven't changed.
And you would be surprised, but I watched the movie. It blew my mind. And then a friend of mine that hadn't watched it said, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch The Matrix." And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go with you." And I was fully expecting to be like, "Oh, this is mad." It blew my mind again the second time, and that's like I kept watching it so many times because I was like, I always found something else to like about the movie and pay attention to other things, and it's just I watched it again, like I said, this week, and still I was like, how is this so good? How is stands up? Like this movie is 25 years old. It's CG is better than the fucking Matrix Revolutions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like it's kind of insane. So yeah, it's definitely an S plus.
You know what? I should watch it again.
You should have done that last week, you piece of
Spencer,
shit.
it's funny you should mention that because you don't have time to watch it.
That is true.
We are on to the next movie in our re-education month. We let Chris pick a movie, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
Chris picked the Adrian Paul vehicle, the Highlander.
Michael Ironside vehicle.
Not Adrian Paul vehicle.
Whose vehicle is it?
Oh, you're okay.
No, it's Sean Connery. The most Scottish, most Spanish Egyptian man ever to live.
Yeah.
Does this one not have Christopher Lambert in it?
It's allegedly.
Does it have Christopher Lambert? We will be watching. Finally, a Christopher Lambert movie has made it to the show. And this impression actually has a reason to be here.
You know?
Now we're going to watch this movie and go, oh, fuck, that's not at all how he talks. The laugh is like that. The laugh is 100% like that.
Just got to bring it up. Just got to bring it up. The timbre a little bit, but yeah.
Also, Clancy Brown's in this movie, but that's neither here nor there. Watch The Highlander, 1986, the original Highlander, and then come back and we'll tell you all about.
Guys, I have a confession.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're in for a very weird ride.
I've seen clip. I have a vague memory of someone's head being chopped off in a parking lot.
Queen does all the major songs in the movie. Queen.
That alone is going to bump the
original
the score.
Music.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 3 or 4 original songs they wrote for the movie.
Spencer, have you ever heard the song "Who Wants to Live Forever"?
Yes.
By Queen.
That was made for this movie.
How about Hammer to Fall? Princes of the Universe.
Kind of magic.
Never heard of any of these songs.
Fuck you. Let's get the fuck out of here so Spencer can get educated.
Yeah.
There could be only one.
I'm excited.
Thanks, Chris. Okay, bye.
Bye.